All right, Ralph, that was a great second show.
5 minutes, Mr. Shock.
Thank you. We need to come up with something excellent in the next 5 minutes for the third episode. We really need to up the stakes. What can we do? Well, Mr. Shock, I do have a letter from a Mr. Tommy Glass. Oh my god, again? Is he the only person who writes into the show? It says, you make show more exciting, I stay wakey. You know, I sleep like baby. Mr. Shock, let me make your theme song a little more badass, and we'll see if we can keep this Tommy Glass character awake.
Mr. Shock, you're needed on set.
Okay, thank you. I gotta go do a show. Make me proud. Oh, it won't be a problem, sir. You have a great show. From St. Paul, Minnesota, it's time for Story Sundays with Matt Shock. Today's story is... And now, here's your host, Matt Shock. Good morning, afternoon, and good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode numero 3 of Story Sundays. That's number 3 for those of you who don't speak Spanish with a French accent. I have a doozy of a story for you today. Now, I'm sure most of you who have seen my dad, interacted with my dad, what have you, know that I am literally just a clone of him. We look alike, we sound alike, we have the same mannerisms. We both show up to things 20 minutes early and consider it on time. We're just a dynamic duo. My dad and I get along always, all the time, but there's one thing that drives a huge wedge between us. It's our love of pop. I'm a simple man of many tastes and know that the best drink on the face of this planet is an ice-cold Diet Coke. Duh. Not even a contest. My father, however, is under the completely misguided impression that Diet Pepsi is the best drink ever, which just simply is not true. As a kid, you probably remember being influenced by a lot of the things you saw on TV or in movies or playing your violent video games. I know I like to go out and beat prostitutes thanks to Grand Theft Auto. But this one time, when I was about 5 or 6, we'll say, according to my sources, I saw an advertisement on TV for alcoholism, and it asked a bunch of rhetorical questions like, is it the first thing you do when you get up in the morning? Do you stop along the way to enjoy a drink? Do you find yourself doing it alone? Obvious signs of alcoholism. Except for 5-year-old Matt Shock put the pieces together that my dad needed a Diet Pepsi every time he got up. And every time we would go do something, would frequently stop at gas stations to get Diet Pepsi. And would frequently drink Diet Pepsi alone. So smart little Matt Shock put the pieces together that his father was an alcoholic and went and told his mother one day that his father was an alcoholic. This is so stupid. Oh my god. Who thinks that? So my mom found out this news from me and was not too happy, calls my dad up and reams him out for hiding that he was an alcoholic from everyone. My dad talks sense into her and says, why don't you go find out where Matt is getting this idea? And wouldn't you know it, lo and behold, we all put 2 and 2 together and realized that I was under the impression that my dad must have been an alcoholic because of his dependence on Diet Pepsi. I am a genius. Wow. I'm a genius. So, my dad is not an alcoholic. He does enjoy Diet Pepsi, but that doesn't make him an alcoholic. So, you go, young Matt Shock. Still get crap for it today. Well, that about wraps it up for this one. Anyways, you're going to want to keep your mouse clicking right here on this channel because in a couple weeks it will be the 2-year anniversary of Armageddon, and if you haven't heard the story yet, you're gonna want to, and if you have, you're gonna want to hear it again so you can laugh. Duh. My right arm and I will see you in a couple weeks. Y'all come back now, you hear? We have the same mannerisms. We both show up to things 20 minutes early and consider it on time. We both we both show up to things. It's not even that hard of a line.